Yeah, y'all can't handle this. You don't know what about to happen. Two generals, still out of New York, boy, but to America though. Patriots, it's every battle, bro, with that Saratoga bro. 6,000 troops surrendered, never done before. Past all the competition, man, revolution next. Man, I'm popping all these Texas, got the brand new. Not just in it, matches the red jacket suit. And we better than you, we are American forces. Who the heck are leftists, bro? And you know I'll kick him out if they ain't wearing blue. Yeah, I'm talking about Burgoyne. You begging for attention, getting text from Washington, which are written about you. It was October 30th, bro, and I got the text to print. And all the recordings too. Don't make me tell them the truth. And I just dropped some new troops. And we out here winning battles. America's where I'm from. And we beat them like they're dumb. We shooting with the gun. And we be coming out that I Horatio Gates in battle. Catch me giving a title. I cannot be outdone. Horatio Gates getting dates.
It's every battle, bro. It's every battle, bro. It's every battle, bro. I said it's every battle, bro.
You know it's General Johnny, and I'm not that scrawny. Yes, I can rap, and no, I'm not flopping. England is my city, and if it weren't for the British, then the colonies would be diminished. I'll pass it to Benny, but you know he ain't worth a
Months
penny.
ago you didn't know my name, now you want my fame. Gates, I'm blowing up, I'm only going up. Now I'm going off, I'm never falling off. Like Johnny, Horatio, who are you? All of these beefs I just ran through, got control in a month. Where were you, Gates? Not in the right state. You need to get your facts straight. I brought myself to the top and now I'm popping off. Number 1 and number 50, that's why we acting nifty. It's so lonely at the top, so we're all going. We left the British in the dust, now duo is a must. It's America, bro, we back in it again. Always first, never last, we in the future, I don't see you in the
It's every
past.
battle, bro. It's every battle, bro. It's every battle, bro. I said it's every battle, bro.
Hey, I'm General Horatio Gates. Let me tell you about my life. I was born in 1728 in Malden, Essex, to a housekeeper and butler of the Duke of Leeds. My parents' jobs provided me with opportunities for education and social advancement, which was pretty nice. In 1745, I obtained a military commission with financial help from my parents and political support from the Duke of Bolton. This started my journey to becoming a general. I participated in many battles and wars, such as the War of Austrian Succession and the 7 Years' War. Now I get to play an important role in the American Revolutionary War as a general.
Gates first served in North America in the French and Indian War, emerging as a general and then returning back to England. In 1772, he immigrated to a region that is now West Virginia, sympathizing with colonial complaints against the crown. In 1775, he was made adjutant general of the Continental Army, and in 1777, he superseded General Philip Schuyler in northern New York.
Yeah. Hey yo, it's your boy John Burgoyne back at it with the channel, aka Gentleman Johnny. You already know what's up. With the best fashion sense and gambling problems around. Let's get it. Born and raised in Sutton, England. Here, attended the Westminster School. Ran into an issue with gambling. Happens. Purchased commissions with the horse farms, horse guards. Fix that situation, you know. Traveling to France, studied literature. What else did I do in my life? I became super cool, you know, no big deal. Oh, I studied continental military practices too. Gotta learn, gotta get famous, gotta get rich. Life scheme. Captured Fort Ticonderoga. That was kind of cool. Lieutenant of the Coldstream Guards. No big deal. And then several events during the 7 Years' War. But remember those things because I didn't perform my best in this battle.
The turning point in the Revolutionary War began as a plan by the British to strategically control upstate New York and isolate New England from the southern colonies in an effort to decisively put an end to the Revolution. It ended as an opportunity the Patriots were waiting for.
I just got an Instagram DM from General George Washington that General John Burgoyne is planning a divide and conquer strategy. Major yikes. Dear Sir, I have your favor of the 20th. Enclosing a copy of General Burgoyne's capitulation, which was the first authentic intelligence I received of the affair. Indeed, I began to grow uneasy, and almost to suspect that the first accounts you transmitted me were premature.
As I have not received a single line from General Gates, I do not know what steps he is taking with the army under his command, and therefore cannot advise what is most proper to be done in your quarter.
Without Pootman, we would be dead in the war. Thank God he got the intelligence, because if he hadn't, then we'd be crushed, and the British would have separated New England from the southern colonies, and, well, we'd be a goner. So, kind of bad I didn't get the news myself, but, oops, didn't really like Washington anyways. If you haven't realized yet, I absolutely hate George Washington. Ever since he was chosen to be the commander-in-chief of the Continental Army, the tensions between us, increased a lot. Obviously, I would have been a better commander. Clearly, I am much more organized and intelligent, and I deserve that role. Anyways, he did recommend me to become the adjutant general, which is a chief administrative officer and a brigadier general, but I'm still salty.
To support him, General George Washington sent Benedict Arnold, his best infantry commander, Colonel Daniel Morgan, and his crack regiment of Virginia riflemen, and 2 brigades of the Continentals from the Hudson Highlands. They raised Gates' strength to about 6,500 men.
Sup dudes, it's Benny Arnold, Benedict Arnold. So I was born in Connecticut, 1741, as a colonist. My mom comes from a wealthy family. She was loaded, and my dad was a merchant, but by the time I was 13, he was kind of not so great. He depleted all my family's wealth. Not so fun, not so fresh, and destroyed my family. I got pulled out of school, and I became an apothecary's apprentice. And
1754.
And also when I was 13, I joined the militia and served in the French and Indian War. That was pretty tight, pretty good, pretty fresh. In 1777, I joined the Continental Army, and I came close with my man GW, George Washington, and I aided in the taking of Fort Ticonderoga, so that was pretty good.
On September 19th, British General John Burgoyne achieved a small but costly victory over American forces led by Horatio Gates and Benedict Arnold.
Hey guys, we won the battle at Freeman's Farm. We just want to say rest in peace to those we lost. We're really proud of ourselves. We're going to attack again. We really only won because we stayed on the field longer, but that's alright. Don't forget to @ the Americans in your victory selfies. See you all later.
Though his troop strength had been weakened, Burgoyne attacked the Americans again at Bemis Heights on October 7th, but this time was defeated and forced to retreat north. Ignoring orders from jealous Gates to remain in their quarters, Arnold joined the fighting and led an attack that captured key strong points, forcing the British to retreat to Saratoga.
So I don't even care what Horatio says. He's a jealous child, and I think it's best to leave quarters and go out and fight. So we'll see how this goes.
Even after a victory, I spitefully agree that Arnold's approach was probably the best. Because of him, we were able to actually force British troops north. So that was pretty good.
So I won the battle, I sacrificed my life, I came up with the strategy, I executed the plan, I went against Horatio, and I'm not even given the recognition for it or the glory, and I'm a patriot fighting for this independent country, but maybe I should be a red coat, because maybe I'd get the legacy and the merit, but I don't know, leave comments down below. What do you think I should do? I just don't know, man. Red coat, patriot, I don't know. And I got shot in the leg, and I sacrificed my life, and Gates gets all the credit. That's not fair.
The American victory against the British was a turning point in the Revolutionary War. It gave hope to the colonists to becoming free from British control. After the Battle of Bemis Heights, John Burgoyne surrendered 10 days later, and the American victory convinced the French government to formally recognize the colonists' cause and enter the war as their ally. General Gates wrote about his lost man, Benedict Arnold.
Going in the afternoon to direct a cannonade to annoy their camp, received a musket ball in his leg which shattered the bone. This has deprived me of the assistance of one of the best officers as well as man. His loss at this time, too much regretted.
On October 30th, 1777, after the Battle of Saratoga, General George Washington, commander of the Continental Army, wrote to General Horatio Gates to congratulate Gates on his victory against the British and to let him know that Colonel Hamilton will give him updates on the situation regarding the British. Sir, by this opportunity, I do myself the pleasure to congratulate you on the signal success of the army under your command, in compelling General Burgoyne and his whole force to surrender themselves prisoners of war, an event that does the highest honor to the American arms, in which I hope will be attended with the most extensive and happy consequences. From Colonel Hamilton, you will have a clear and comprehensive view of things.
Like this video, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and Benedict Arnold's better than Gates.